Hello, how are you? My name is Rachel Parrish. You can call me Professor Parrish, Miss Parrish, Rachel, whatever you like, and welcome to English 109. So if you've enrolled in this class and are watching this video, this will be my introduction video to the class where I will basically go over the syllabus, I will talk about how to find everything in the class, and what textbook you will need. So there will be a week 1 video that will go over specifically week 1 assignments. It will be shown in your resources file, and I'll show you where that is in this video. But I'm extremely excited to have you in class this summer. I've taught English 109 online for several years now, and summer semester is a great time to take English 109 because it's not only a shorter class, we're only here for 8 weeks, but it also will move very fast being an online class, and it should be a good refresher and prep for English 121 that hopefully you'll be taking in the fall or in future semesters. So I'm recording these lecture videos from home. I'll be doing that every week. There are only 2 videos this week, this introduction video and your week 1 video. After that, there will be 1 video per week. That will basically be my substitute for having you all in class. Since we're online, I want you to be able to see me as an instructor and to get feedback each week on what we do. So for now, I'm going to minimize myself where I'm over here in the corner. You can kind of see me. I'm moving around. Usually for the lecture videos, I will be in this format. I'll be in my little box down here so that you can see the screen and see our class up close. So this is our homepage for English 109. The video that I'm recording is going to be right here in this space. Our syllabus is this link right here that I'm going to go over with you briefly, but you can download it yourself to follow along. And basically, if I scroll down on this home page, you'll be able to see if I do any announcements, they will be here. I will put our videos each week in this announcement section. So I will put each of our weekly lecture videos here, and I'll also have it up here under resources, which we'll explore here shortly. So you'll be able to see this video here. Our drop policy is there, as well as our ADA compliance policies and our calendar. You can see my contact information here. Normally, since we are on office hours for the summer, our office hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Now, I'm working remote this summer, so I will not be able to meet you face-to-face as students, but you are welcome to call me at this extension, 2245, or you can email me at rachel.parrish@sic.edu. I am always welcome to answer emails or phone calls. I would rather have you email me or call me with a question than to not ask and then regret it later or impact your grade. So let's go over real quick before we explore the page anymore. Let's go over this syllabus, and I have pulled it up here to go over with you all. All right, so basically this class runs from June 8th to July 30th. It's an online format, so I do lecture videos. We also do online assignments and discussion forums. This is basically the idea, and you can read the syllabus in more detail, but the idea is to give you all writing practice and to learn basic objectives that will help you be successful as writers, not only in English 121 later on, but in your other college classes as well. I think that you have to have a good foundation with writing if you're going to be a successful college student. And this class is designed specifically to hone in on those writing skills, on grammar skills, things that you will constantly be in flux and using in all of your classes. So I hope that this class gives you more strength as a writer, but also more confidence as a writer. Because believe it or not, we are all capable writers. I know that a lot of students are like, oh, I can't write, I'm awful at English. If you've made it this far, you are a competent writer. You really are. It's just finding not only your niche, what you're good at writing, what your strengths are, but it's also understanding what your hindrances are. What are your weaknesses as a writer? And if you can understand that, then you can work on that. You can make that better. And that's what this class will hopefully do, is to make you a more confident and a stronger writer as a whole moving forward. So that's what these objectives are really talking about, is what we're going to do. We are going to explore citation because that's something that happens in your later classes. And we're also going to explore various types of writing, specifically the ones that I think you will see in English 121, but these types of writings can apply to other classes as well. So the course topics are listed all here, talking about paragraph basics, collaborative writing, the modes in which we write, purpose, structure, audience, tone, and content, strategies for developing this content, grammar and usage, and how we research and study. So we only have 8 weeks in this class, but I think that we will get a lot accomplished this summer, and I'm very excited to go along with you all in this class. As far as textbooks go, the textbook is the 9th edition is listed here. I actually have the 10th edition. So what I would like for you to do is double check your bookstore. Go to sicbookstore.com and double check and see if you need the 10th or the 9th edition. If I would prefer that you get the 10th edition actually, because that's the version I have. So if you have the 10th edition, it's the newer one, get that. If the bookstore only has the 9th edition, then that is fine. We can make accommodations, but I would prefer, if you can, to get the 10th edition. So what we're going to do is we'll have videos that are supplementary, handouts. Most of your assignments in this class are going to be in this English skills textbook though. So this one has an orange topper there and purple font. Just make sure that you have the textbook for this class. Most of our assignments are going to come from it. So as far as how the grade in this class is broken down, there's 1,100 points in the class. I like a class with a lot of points because that gives you ample time. If you have a bad week, if you're sick one week, you don't get a lot of assignments caught up or done, you're not going to fail the class. I like those extra points there as a cushion to help balance and make sure you get a good grade. We will have 6 discussion forums this semester. So we will have 6 that are 40 points each. We will have 1 that is 60 points, so 7 altogether. We will have a grammar review, which is basically reviewing grammar. There's going to be 5 of those at 30 points each. We will also have a textbook activity, which will be 5 at 40 points each. So, and then you'll have your writing preps, which when we have those, I'll go over what they are. It's basically like a thesis and outline. You'll have 4 of those. And then your papers, you're going to have 4 papers that are 50 points each, a midterm and a final. So you can kind of see here looking at this that the class is pretty balanced. There's not, I'm not a fan of classes that focus all their points into tests. I was not a test taker in high school or in college, so I would much rather do an essay or a writing assignment any day than a standardized test. So you can kind of see from this grading scale that we have a lot of points and they're all spread out very evenly, which means that you do have to participate each week. You do need to turn assignments in on time, but it also separates your points out to where your entire grade isn't based on one assignment. It's based on all of them. So I, as a student, appreciate that a little bit more. And the grading scales here. So if you want an A in this class, you have to get 990 points at least out of the 1,100, and you can kind of see the grading scale. To move on from this class to English 121, you must get a C. So you at least have to have 770 points to move on to the next level of English. So just kind of keep that in mind. Attendance policy. I don't take attendance for an online class. However, because this is an online class, there's no such thing as late work for me. That's the one thing as an instructor, because I do teach multiple classes. I am taking some classes myself as well. So I'm very much, you need to be on time with assignments. Since you have an entire week to do the assignments, I do not accept late work, especially if it's something that I tend to open the class up a week ahead of time. So you could technically work ahead if you want to. And because of that, I don't accept late work either. Technology issues, I know we're all working remote. Make sure that you let me know if there's a tech issue, preferably before or as soon as it happens and not the day an assignment is due. I will work one-on-one with students if there's a medical issue, if there's a family situation. Obviously, life goes on beyond this class. I understand that. So if you have something that comes up that will need attention on an individual basis, I am happy to work with you. But if you just say that you forgot an assignment and you want me to extend it, I will not do that. So just be sure to be diligent. Online classes are very much self-motivated and self-organized. So if you're someone that needs to make a list, I am a lister. I have a list right here of things to do. I constantly write lists to keep myself on track. I would invest in a planner. I'd invest in a piece of paper, something you can write a list on to keep yourself organized. I think that I've organized this online class well enough that you'll be able to see the assignments and when everything is due. But for me, I have to physically see something. It's almost like I have to have a list on the fridge and just mark it off as I go and be like, okay, did this, did this, did this, and go from there. Our class attendance policy is listed in the Talon Handbook, which we have on campus. In the fall, you'll be able to get a copy of those if you don't already have them. If you have any ADA accommodations, you can contact this number and let an advisor know. Luckily, and we'll talk about this when we actually get to the exams are not timed. So you'll have all the time you want to complete them as long as they're done by the due date. So that should be a benefit for those of you that want extended test times. Retention and completion, we use a system called Starfish. What will happen is I give students, you get 1 week strike. So if you don't show up for class for 1 week, I will notify you. I will submit a Starfish notification, so you will probably get contacted by an advisor, and I will tell you that, okay, you've missed 1 week of class, which is a lot for a summer class. That's 1/8 of the class. If you miss again a second week in a row, then I will drop you from the course, and I will not allow reentry for the semester unless you were making higher than a C. So that being said, the key thing with this course is just stay online and get online each week to complete the assignments. All right. Now, this weekly outline, if you want to print this out or write it down, do so. This will just show you what we're doing each week. So a lot of these, like these right here, are all just reading and watching. So, watch the introduction video, which is this one. Complete the week 1 discussion forum with at least 4 responses. We'll talk about that in the week 1 video. Read chapters 1 and 2. Watch the week 1 lecture video. Complete the 2 other assignments. So if you pace yourself, you could get all the assignments done in a day if you wanted to, with the exception of maybe the discussion forum responses. But if you want to pace yourself, you can. But we typically have 2 to 3 assignments a week, and then the readings and the lecture videos to watch. And you can scroll through here and actually see when things are due. Okay? So, with that being said, that's pretty much the syllabus. The rest of this is all supplemental materials here to go over. But real quick, I want to show you basically out here to the left-hand side what else is involved with navigating the course. So our course homepage, you can either click the link here or you can click the course homepage here. And these are just basically things that are on this page right here. I will say this, if you are unfamiliar with MySIC, the one thing you don't want to get in the habit of doing is clicking the back button. For whatever reason, MySIC does not like the back button. I don't know why, it's a software thing. So you'll see all these links where it says you are here, and you see where it says course homepage, and it tells you these little links. You may want to use these links to navigate the course, or these links out to the side to get you back on track of where you want to be in the class. Don't use the back button. It can crash this site, and if you're in the middle of like a discussion forum post or something like that, it can be frustrating. So just get in the habit when you're navigating the site of clicking on links instead of using the back button or the refresh button. All right. So like if I click this link button here, it's going to take me back to the home page. Once you did that, the assignments in the week 1 video, I'll go over our assignments for this week, but you can scroll down and see each week when things are due. The discussion forum is listed here. The discussion forum, we have assignments each week, so you can kind of see them listed here. The discussions, and I'll go over that in week 1. The resources, each week we have a resource. Your videos will be posted here as well as the announcements, and there's a couple of resources that are helpful for you as a writer that will be shown on the right-hand side here. So like with week 1, how to create an outline. If you've never done an outline for an English class, this will help you understand how to do so, and that's in our week 1 folder. The grade book, I won't click on it because for me it'll show me all of the grades. For you it will just show you your own, but I do my best to keep grades updated as often as possible because I want you to constantly know what you're making in the class so that you can be aware if you're slipping or if something's wrong, and you can contact me with questions. Attendance, don't worry about that link because like I said, I can see when you get onto this class. I can actually see how long you spend on this class. Don't worry, I'm not going to be doing that all the time though. But I will be able to notice if a student isn't accessing the course, and that way I can get in contact with you and make sure everything's okay. Email, you can click this and you actually can see everybody in our class. My email is always the darker gray one, so you can click the little box here, go down to open email, and then it will actually let you email me. Now, if I respond to this email, it will show up in your Falcon Mail, which is linked down here. So if you've not accessed your Falcon Mail yet, I would check it once a week just to make sure you can sort through all the updates and emails you get from the college. Now look, see, I'm done here, so I'm gonna click cancel to go back. All right, and then course information just lists the course, and then there's help and library resources. So that's pretty much the class in a nutshell. Like I said, I'm going to be giving you a week 1 lecture video that just talks about the assignments due in week 1. I will try not to make my lecture videos too long, but I do want to give you as much information as possible in those lecture videos. So I'm excited to have you all here as students. English 109 is a great class to springboard before English 121. It's a great class to explore writing techniques, styles, get confident in yourself as a writer, and to just practice writing because it's what you do a lot during your college career. And I want to, as an instructor, make sure you're prepared for that as well. So with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please watch the week 1 lecture video that will be posted. I'll have both of these in our announcements and on our resources. But otherwise, I'm excited to have you all as students. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Have a great day, everybody.